Hey, so this is going to be breaking down what religion is as a whole, and hopefully it'll spark some thought for you because I've been thinking about it for quite some time now. Just to try to explain the whole concept of what religion is. So, one of the main points would probably be institution being mixed up with religion. So, the way it can be mixed up is sometimes people will look up to pastors a lot more than the actual word of the Lord. And I think that can be a bit detrimental to some people because they're more willing to follow someone's word rather than the actual word of the religion that they're following. And another thing is people who claim said religion, but they don't actually follow it. A lot of issues with some people are that they claim that they follow religion, and then they go and do the exact opposite of what the religion is saying to do. This can definitely stray people away from the religious activities and the religion as a whole. I also feel like it's probably a bit of the fault of the institution as well, considering most of them have also lost the general idea of what religion is through politics, greed, or an agenda of their own. For I guess an example of it would be the party popes of the 13th century, or the popes of scandal, like Pope Alexander VI, held scandalous parties along with fathering illegitimate children, exploiting the papal power for political control, and the list does go on, but I would more encourage you to see for yourselves how the people of history have corrupted the institution of religion. So, a big following question to what religion is would probably be, what does it mean to follow a religion? Now, this does definitely depend on what religion you wish to or are already following. However, Christianity, for example, right? The main commandment claims to love others as the Lord has loved you. Now, I'm sure there are some of you that have met people who despise others for their non-belief or look at you as lesser, or the wars over even the simplest difference in verses, and they're all, following a said religion like that, right? Where the main commandment is to love others. Yet in all this, the people who claim religion yet do not follow what it is truly saying may as well be people who don't believe at all. Like they're not consistently following it, and they're not even following it sometimes in general. Now, the main message of this would be how not everyone who claims that they follows actually follows. Therefore, never base the personal faith of yourself on people who do not even follow what they say. So, my last question following the religion topic would be, so what is faith? And it is a very hard thing to describe, so I'd rather do more of a counter question to answer that. Have you ever had to rely, like on a friend or an event or a thing? That in its own right is faith. Faith is when you have to put your belief in something you do not yet or are unsure if you will see. So what that is boiled down to is hope. Now, hope isn't really hope if you can see it. Otherwise, then it's just knowing, right? Like, having faith in something you cannot see is more powerful than having faith in something that is right in front of you. And as most of you know, there are few things that are guaranteed in the world. And therefore, I encourage your own research on what religion makes the most sense to you. Compare them. Whatever has more value to you than another one, choose it over the other one. And it is human to need something to believe in, regardless of who you are. Atheist, agnostic, Christian, Islam, anything. Regardless of who you are or what you believe in, everyone needs something to believe in. Like people, money, science, religion. But as for me, religion has changed my life in every way for the better. And so the hope of this video is that it becomes a thought in yours.